We're doing this today.
Oh, yeah. You gotta get sweaty. You gotta get sweaty in here. It's time to get sweaty.
EXA introduces the new E900 Plus environment noise canceling headphones. Incorporating EXA's visionary digital 7.1 surround sound, the E900 Plus sports their newly designed 50mm speakers, which kick out a kick-ass dynamic range with an earth-shaking low end. Priced at only $43.99, the E900 Plus clinches the trifecta of weight, sound, and price to kick the competition in the daddy bags. Click the link below and use the code HMODS to get 10% off when you order direct from exa.net.
All right, so normally I am averse to working with cases with open glass, with open frames, because generally I'm of the opinion that you can do very little with them. This one is a bit different. We're calling this one Project Hunchback because, as you can see, well, okay, let me backtrack. On my Twitch stream, if you are want to view, I play a game called MechWarrior Online. I've been playing BattleTech since I was like 8, and Steel Battalion after the Army, and I still do all that. But if you want to view of my Twitch, I play a game called MechWarrior Online, and in that game there is mechs, big giant walking tanks. So when I said I am usually averse to working on open frame glass panel cases, that is no shit. I don't ever want to work on a Thermaltake P1. I don't ever want to work on anything that is just all glass, because I can't do shit with it. When I'm looking at a case like that, it speaks very, very little to me. God, look at that. This one is different because the client is also a MechWarrior player. And when we were looking at this, it spoke very quickly to me. And so we're calling this Project Hunchback because in MechWarrior, there is a mech called the Hunchback, and it kind of looks like this, except this is kind of outward. Thermaltake, and you guys know my opinion on Thermaltake. Thermaltake is one of those companies where they do a lot of bad, stupid business crap, like the H1, or is it the H1? Anyway, they have a lot of stuff where it's executed very poorly. On the other hand, the P1 is a very well thought out case. It looks very cool. It looks good on a wall. This is another one. I mean, look at it. There's nothing else out there that looks like it besides maybe the Cougar Attack and a couple other things. There's very few cases that look like this, and they all went with this design. This is the original. It is the AHT600, and it stands for Attack Helicopter. I mean, how fucking cool is that? So it just looks so fucking cool. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this thing look like a mech. And I don't mean just painting the case. I mean we're going to do stuff to it. We're going to do stuff to it. We're going to do stuff to it. You don't say. You don't say. We're gonna make this thing look really cool, eh? And we're gonna do stuff to it. This is my first foray into seriously serious tech, and this is the seriously serious tech. And I'm showing you this because every other part that's going into this thing is some major shit. I'm very happy to work with this kind of stuff. I've never worked. I've never had a client that's just like, give me everything, all of it, ever. And so this is going to be a lot of fun. So more than this, there's going to be a Ryzen 5950X. There is going to be a really, really nice Thermaltake distro plate on the back part of this. And that's because we're doing a custom water loop. This is just going to be a lot of fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this down to the workshop. We're going to get it all apart, and I just cannot wait for you guys to see what we're going to do with this. It's going to be super goddamn cool. Anyway, so here we go. Let's go down to the workshop. I'm honestly kind of excited what this thing's going to look, because the boxes never do it justice. And I'm interested to see how big it is. I mean, I know that it's heavy. It weighed 22 kilograms, Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna cut open the box and lift up the thing and then put the case up on the workbench and see what we got going on here. So, wish me luck. There we go. There we go. Oh, it's coming. Oh, wow. Whew, that's big. Ow. Smooth is right. I'm glad that's a thing. The glass panels are actually in the foam, so that's cool. And this moves. That's cool. I wish the plastic was still on, but that's not a thing, really. You can definitely hear the metal. It's kind of cool. Whew, that is so cool. All right, let's see what we got. So, we have all the pegs with which to screw it on. That's great. So we got one screw for here, one screw for the back. Oh, this is cool. Ah, that's nifty. This harkens back to the old days. This whole plate comes out. The motherboard plate just comes right out. That's fucking cool as hell. The guy who bought Maverick, I built another computer for him, and the whole motherboard panel just came out. Okay, so you can pull this out. These come out, and you can turn them so that it's mounted traditionally. I knew this was going to be a learning experience, which is why I didn't anticipate getting anything other than tearing it down done today. Okay, so I'm on the fence about this, about disassembling it more, and I'll tell you why. One is because in the midst of taking all this apart, I was like, well, I'm going to just prime it and then paint it what I'm gonna paint it, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is just yet, but it's gonna look super slick. I was like, I'm just gonna prime it and paint it, you know, in the style that it's gonna be painted. Why am I taking it all apart? But all this stuff is fine. This stuff, the actual chassis of it, and then this, I might just leave as is. And then that might actually have to go back on. I'm really have to give it some thought. But for now, this thing is about as apart as it can be without me grabbing the drill and drilling out the rivets. So, and it might not look like much, but this took over an hour to do. Just to get it to this part. So, this is very indicative. I'm pretty sure this is indicative of what this project is going to be like, because this is going to be more work intensive than anything else we've ever built. And it's just going to be super fucking cool. Oh my god. Anyway, so we're done. See you next week.